Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hold on, I feel like I need to do, I don't know what this is called, but I feel like I need to do this. I felt like I needed to take some deep breaths. In today's video, I'm gonna be grounding back into myself and things that help me do that. So if that's something that you feel like you want to watch, then continue watching. One of the things that I want to talk about is like getting out of sync within yourself. I want to talk about this because I feel like there's very different ways that this can happen, and for me specifically in this moment, it's not necessarily that I got out of sync within myself where I was didn't know who I was, or like was experiencing like out of body like feelings or whatever, you know what I mean? Not in that way, but for me personally, it's been like not taking, like spending time with people and doing things that I love with people that I love, but also like knowing that I have to make time for myself and do the things that I love only with myself, if that makes sense. And that was popping up for me because in this very moment and in this present moment, because I was spending so much time with my nieces and nephews. And if you watched my last video, then you know how I was like talking about my relationship with my nieces and nephews and like all of that. And recently I've been spending way more time with them, and just really me and my nieces and nephews have been really feeling into this energy of just like love and like presentness for each other. And it's so crazy to even say that, like, that I have more of a deeper connection with my nieces and nephews that are literally like ages 5 to like 2, like, than I have ever experienced with my parent or with my sister or with anybody else. Like, it's so, like, it feels so good and so grounding that I can experience this type of love with them, especially because they're so young. And like, I feel like for me as a kid, that's what I needed as a kid, and obviously I never received that. But yeah, like I said in my last video, like I talk more about that, so if you want to watch that, I'll put a time card here of like what I talked about and all of that. Getting back in tune with myself in the form of like doing things on my own and doing things that I love on my own. That's like basically like what I mean by getting back in tune with myself, and things that help me get grounded, and you know, things that help me become more concrete on who I am as a person and what I want to be doing on this earth. The next thing that I want to be talking about is sexuality. Oh my Lanta, sexuality. I could talk about sexuality for like a minute, especially because I've been trying to figure it out within myself for a few years now. So yeah, but I'm not gonna tell my whole story, but I just want to talk about like my journey within my sexuality. So first, when I first came out, this is like 4 years ago. Wow, that was like 4 years ago. That's crazy. But yeah, I came out as bisexual, and as I grew more, as I started figuring out myself more, then I was like, okay, I don't think I'm bisexual, like I'm literally lesbian. And then I went back to being like, wait, am I bisexual or am I pansexual? And that's kind of where I'm at, kind of, but let me explain more in depth. So yeah, I was like figuring out, am I bisexual or am I pansexual? Like, do I like men and women, or do I like anybody? Like, it doesn't matter, it's just like that connection of love. So you know, I was really trying to figure that out for like a couple months, and this past week, I don't really know what specifically happened where I was like, no, yeah, I know my sexuality. I feel like I'm coming to terms with the fact that I am lesbian, and I'm Alitzy. and my pronouns are they them, and I am a femme lesbian, which is also something I want to talk about, because holy crap, being a femme lesbian. Anyways, that's basically where I'm at in my sexuality, and I wanted to talk about this specifically because I feel like I, within myself, for like the past 4 years, have been like, I was debating it so much, not only because I still had viewpoints that were like judgmental within myself about being lesbian, just because of the way that society has raised like all of us to be, not only like if you are religious, but like just based off society, like you're literally raised to men and women, you know what I mean? And I feel like a huge reason on why I was debating whether I was bisexual or if I was pansexual or if I was lesbian was because my surroundings is just straight people. And yeah, literally, like it's because the surroundings of where I'm at and where I live, like it's just straight people that you see constantly. And don't get me wrong, there are queer people, but it's not like to the point where it's like I know this is a safe space where I can just be lesbian, you know what I mean, or I can just be queer. It's not like if you were going to Pride or if you were going to like a queer bar or stuff like that, you know what I mean? And also, like, if you talk to people that are queer or that are part in the LGBTQ community, I feel like you guys can just obviously we can all like relate so much to certain situations that we all experience, so I feel like that has to do a lot within that, like questioning within myself. So yeah, where I'm at right now, I'm queer and I'm here, and yeah, I'm so excited because I'm starting to talk to more people as well, obviously, like divine alignment. So yeah, I'm starting to talk more to my friends that are queer, and it just feels so good to be in an environment and like to have like people that you can talk to and like relate to and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like another reason why I was also debating whether I was bisexual or if I was lesbian is because I find men attractive, but I would never do anything with them sexually, or I wouldn't even think about it. So yeah, so I feel like that was also like a constant thing that was making me like debate within myself, was like figuring that out. So that was like kind of confusing within itself as well. As far as being non-binary and my pronouns being they them, I feel like I kind of figured that out like really quick and really easily, for the same reason that I didn't want to be perceived as a woman, but I also feel so happy that I can dress really feminine, and I know I present really feminine, so that causes a lot of people to misinterpret me as like she and her, which I don't mind, because like my family and the people around me do call me like she, her, and stuff like that, and just because I've never told them, because it's this whole separate thing, obviously. But within myself and like with people that I meet, I do want to start going by they, them, and I've been called they like with my old friends, but it never like when I introduce myself, since it is such a straight surrounding, it almost feels like unsafe or like weird to be like, oh yeah, my pronouns are they, them, and you know, I'm queer, you know what I mean? I don't know, because it's like, it's not something that straight people are used to present each other and be like, oh, like my pronouns are they, them, and like I'm queer, you know what I mean? So yeah, which goes back to having the surroundings and having friends that do validate that for you, and that do, you know, can relate with you on certain things, or like things that happen with girls or boys or trans people or whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like the surroundings is one of the main things on why I was questioning my sexuality for so much. And you know, right now I know I'm lesbian and I know where I'm at within that, and I kind of just wanted to talk about that for a little bit because I feel like I don't really talk about that on here for the same reason that I was questioning it for so long, and just like I wasn't even sure within myself, and wanted to like talk about that on here because there might be other people that are going through the same thing. And like I said, being a femme, a lesbian femme that goes by them, they, them, like also that's like a separate thing on its own as well. So it's pretty challenging, but you know, I feel like I'm starting to open up more to my gayness and my queerness by validating that for myself, and like having people that do validate that for me as well, and just like having a safe space where it's like, yeah, I know that I'm lesbian and you know that I'm lesbian, and like, you know, like, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter, like you can just put that out there because like I said, I feel like other people can be going through similar stuff, and you know, I still don't have all of it figured out, and I'm still very much a baby gay. So yeah, but also things that have been helping me is watching like and getting more in tune with like the queer community, and like, and what I mean by that is like you know, finding people that I just relate to so much, and like, you know, basically literally relating, being able to relate to people, and having people that, you know what it's like to be queer and question it and come out and, you know, feel unsupported or feel supported, and like finally getting to experience that support of like queerness and queer people and yeah, all of that. So anyways, yeah, that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about before actually getting into the activities that I want to do today for myself to ground myself back into myself. And one of the things that it is journaling. So I brought my journal. There's literally ants chasing each other on my water bottle that you're like laying on, so love. But yeah, I brought my journal, and I want to journal today and kind of make a list of like what my priorities are. And another thing that has been helping me so much is putting reminders on my phone. Like I've been putting reminders at 7 o'clock to do yoga because I've been getting into this habit of like doing yoga at night before I go to sleep, then getting into the shower and going to sleep, which I've been loving. So yeah, I put a reminder at 7 o'clock so it'll pop up like every time at 7 o'clock and say time for yoga and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's one of the ways that has helped me so much to ground back into myself and really like do what I want to be doing, if that makes sense, and kind of like getting that hold of like that discipline mentally to do what I want to be doing and eat what I need to be eating, if that makes sense. And you know, really just getting that discipline mentally. I'm taking myself on a date to a cafe nearby that I haven't gone to in a really long time, and I used to go to journal and to read. So yeah, I'm gonna go have dinner at this cafe, and I was gonna bring my laptop with me to the cafe, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this like no electronics. I just want to eat my meal within myself and just observe my mind, observe myself within myself, and observe, you know, just life. Hi. Yeah. Thank you. So I'm walking back home now, as you can tell by the cars. But tell me why she let me keep her pen. Tell me why she let me keep her pen. Hello everyone, I'm rising. Yeah, it's the next day. Like I said, I was going to do a two-part thing, but right now I'm just gonna take off the rest of my makeup. Yesterday I didn't end up filming like the night time because I just like was in the moment. But I'm just getting Vaseline to take off my makeup. But I did end up doing my yoga and class, and then a meditation afterwards. And I showered, and then I went to sleep. Tell me why the box bandits are back. If you follow me on Instagram, you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, go follow me on Instagram. Finished having breakfast, and then I got off a call with my dad, and we were just catching up. Yeah, now I'm gonna be practicing my guitar. I don't really know how to play guitar like the way that it's taught, if that makes sense, but honestly I feel like you can use instruments to your liking, and you don't always have to learn them the way that they're taught. I'm still learning very much, so it's like pretty interesting to pick it up. Somehow I managed to play the piano with my keyboard on my laptop. I don't know how I did that, and I'm not mad about it because I've been trying to play the piano. It's literally, I think I'd be really good at playing the piano if I actually tried. So I don't know how I did it, but I did it, and I just did this. That beat, fire. So I'm actually home now, and I just got ready to go to Barnes & Noble. And let me show you guys my outfit, giving very much, I'm not even gonna say what I'm thinking. Comment down below what it's giving. Also, my hair, I just put it up to wash my face, but kind of living for this like chongo thing. My cat's here as always, but I'm gonna give you guys a call to end off today's video. The Noble, I got this portable LED like nightlight thing for like reading. You clip it to your book and you can read. I got 2 books. Like I said, I've been feeling called to read The Power of Now, so I got The Power of Now. I also got a cookbook, which I'm so excited about. Like, oh my gosh. If you don't know, I am vegan, and lately I've been feeling like I've been cooking the same things over and over, making me like get bored of it, if that makes sense. Or not necessarily bored, but it's like I want to, you know, try new things. I want to like, you know, experience new things within food, and like create new ingredients, stuff like that, you know what I mean? So I got this book that like pulled my attention, and it's called Practically Vegan. Okay, veggie patty. Dude, these look so good. So I got that as well, and it's also gonna look beautiful in like my new kitchen and stuff like that. So I'm so excited for that as well. End this video off here. I hope you guys enjoy. Bruh. I hope like, okay, I hope you, and I love you and I cherish you. And yeah, my new podcast episode that's gonna be in the description down below, because this one's gonna be a good one. Shout out to my cat for blocking half of the screen. Say bye, Mijo. Bye. See ya.